So we're talking a little bit at the combine today, and this is a combine story here. There's a potential for a legacy giant, kind of like the frat guys at Lambda 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 from Revenge of the Nerds, when their dads gave them their braces and piano key suspenders and had them join Lambda 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 later on. We have a chance for somebody who was a giant to have their son now become a giant, and that happens every year. Pretty much, it seems like there's always somebody who will go, oh, remember he played for the Giants, his kid's now in the draft. But here's somebody at a position of need that'll be later on in the draft. I think it's a legit possibility. Probability? No. Possibility? Yes. We're talking about Howard Cross III. Played defensive tackle at Notre Dame. He's 6 foot even, 275 pounds. And I got to say, when you look at him, he looks like a linebacker. He does not look like a defensive tackle. Does not at all in any way, shape, or form. I don't know if we got to get him hanging out with Eddie Lacy. Like, I don't know what we got to do here.
To the Golden Corral.
Yeah, you got to go to the Golden Corral multiple times. But yeah, 13 games this year, 28 tackles, 4 sacks, 1 pass deflected. And his tackles were like down to like half what they were the prior year, guys. But what his big thing has been the sacks and the pressure that he puts on the quarterback. That's what he's been known for in Notre Dame. About being possibly being a giant, he says it's just like a legacy thing. I think it'd be kind of cool. I would definitely be cracking jokes and stuff like that. If I ever got the chance, I think it'd be really cool. I'm not going to lie to you. Then he said, I can't be in a Giants household and start rooting for the Eagles. If I said the word Jets, I would have gotten kicked out. But it's also Jersey. Jersey's a small area. It's either the blue or the green. So I was in a blue area. Solidly Giant stuff everywhere you go. I was indoctrinated with the Giants. I think that's kind of interesting because he says the area indoctrinated him. Like, not your dad who played like top 5 most games ever played as a Giant. Like, Howard Cross was like a New York Giant for like 40 years, it felt like.
Definitely seemed that way.
Like, he was there for the Big Blue Wrecking Crew part, the very tail end of that, and was there all the way to the end. All the way to the end with the 1 Super Bowl he lost to the Ravens. That's the kind of stretch he had. So, yeah, like I said, I find it hard to believe that his dad wouldn't have been ticked off as anything if he wasn't a Giants fan. On what he can do in the NFL, he said, I've told teams, and I'll tell everybody, I will do any position that helps the team win. I want to be great at whatever position it is. If that's being a shield on punt, I'll be an all-pro on shields. That's the mindset I have. So versatility, I feel like I can do anything. He says, I'm not going to have the same game as Dexter Lawrence or someone like that. I have a different thing going on. It's speed and versatility and skill. That's my kind of thing. And he says, I'm a nerd, so I look at it like Superman and Batman. Batman doesn't have a lot of powers. He doesn't do a lot of stuff, but he knows how to get around people. I am a film guru. I sit down and I watch film for an extremely long period of time, maybe longer than I should, but I look and I read and I do everything I can to make sure I do everything I can to beat you. Obviously, Dexter Lawrence is probably one of the strongest people in the league, so I think I would complement that well. Yeah, first off, I don't think we're getting him to be a starter if we get him. I think he's going to be a very like a day 3 kind of guy. I mean, who knows? Maybe he shocks us and he comes into camp or whatever. I mean, Elijah Chapman got a lot of playing time this year. He wasn't even drafted. You know, you never know.
Yeah,
but I don't think you draft him as like, this is the guy to put next to Dexter Lawrence. That's probably not the plan. Like I said, I like the idea of a legacy pick. I do. I like the idea of it. It could be kind of cool to see another Cross out there. It's a shame we couldn't give number 87. If only he was a tight end as well. If only he was a tight end. Switch positions. He said do anything. He said do anything.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.